Welcome to our very first live performance with Mr. Jim HERLIHY.
Caught my shadow ducking out for a smoke. Well, out the door, oh, and round the back, oh, I grabbed my hat and coat. And he said, good to see you. How you been? I've been thinking how it all will end. I said, no time. Get back to work, oh, and wipe your feet on the way in. As he looked at me, he smiled. He blew a smoke ring in my face, and he said, when the time has come, oh, you'll realize that, yeah, you've already lost the race. So late one morning, I'm walking into town. I read tomorrow's newspaper. It said no jobs, nice try. Oh, better luck yesterday. So I walked to a bar with my friend Tom. We took shots at John and talked real long about music, love, politics, and greed. State of the world, all we need. When a man in the corner, he stood up, sang a tune, and he knew. And I said, if you know where you're going, please take me with you, 'cause I ain't got a clue. Well, they say time it heals all, but that's a broken, open-ended shoestring deal. Well, meant to bind us all together by the hopes we hold on to from last year. Well, as the coffee in her eyes, it fills my cup to the brim. I say when it overflows, anything goes. Oh, you'll know how and when. That's right. So one last time, yeah, we stood around, we all held hands together. Oh, we dug our heels into the dirt and prepared for any weather. Well, the world says you ought to help yourself. Line too long to catch your breath. That dollar in your pocket only gets you 48 cents. But over the hills and far away creeps another slowly day, yeah. Singing by and carrying on, oh, and bringing love for y'all. That's right. doors locked up, our lawyers all gone. Silence pierces like a deafening bomb, but where to now though? Not my backyard. Oh, load him on a ship, set him out to sea. Send him up to Everest, but just don't tell me. Of course I say, not my backyard. Yeah, and whose turn is it to step up to the plate? Well, it's hard living life with an empty face. Well, the smell rises up, oh, it fills the sky. It clouds your view, oh, it stings your eyes. But where to now, though? Well, not in my backyard. Oh, loaded on a ship, blasted to the moon. Jetting up top, well, it's all soon. Oh, anywhere's fine now, not in my backyard. Oh, well, whose turn is it to step up to the plate? Well, it's hard living life with an empty face. I was out on a stroll just to get my furs in line. Oh, I marvel at the beauty of the brand new day. Sunshine. When I leaned against a tree just to have a look, man came out and he said, hey son, that tree is mine and it ain't free. If you wanna lean there, then you owe me, because this is private property. If you don't wanna pay, then you have to leave. All I'm trying to do is to make a dime off things that were never mine. So I said, well fuck you, man. I walked away and he laughed, probably at the concept that I just could not grasp. Well, I walked a little further and I sat on a rock. Another man came out and said, hey son, that rock is mine. And every minute you sit there, you owe me $2 and the clock is ticking, cause this is private property. If you don't wanna pay, then you have to leave. All I'm trying to do is to make a dime off things that were never mine. So I punched him in the face. Yeah, I ran to the hills for miles. Yeah, I tried to find a place to relax in the edge of exile. Oh, well, I slowed down a little just to take a breath. Another man came out and said, hey son, that breath is mine. I own it. In fact, I own every breath in this state, because this is private property. If you don't wanna pay, then you have to leave. All I'm trying to do is to make a dime off things that were never mine. Alright. I'm just trying to sit down. So I added up to here and I crawled away and I sighed. Yeah, I thought about life and where we're headed, and I cried. When another man came out and said, hey son, you know those tears, well guess what, they're mine. I own every tear in this world, and well, you gotta pay me to cry, cause this is private property. If you don't wanna pay, then you have to leave. All I'm trying to do is to make a dime off things that were never mine. Well, this is such an atrocity, and I ain't gonna pay. I ain't gonna leave. All they're trying to do is to make a dime off things that are yours and mine. Nice coat and a nice tie, nice boat, nice pants. I can't lie, cause the end sits high on Yellow Hill. Oh, and then I'll call your name, and every day looks the same. So we're all in, and we're fading. never selling our soul for taking. Never buying, and we're lying to a world that has no end. 'Cause I say, if you go 1 and 2 and 2 and fro, and this is how we do the Mass City Shuffle. Lie, 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 oh. Well, got a nice coat, mundane, nice shirt, nice hat, yeah, I'll make it rain, 'cause the end sits high on Yellow Hill. Oh, got a nice car, hair gray, nice phone that I talk on all day, 'cause the end, it sits high on Yellow Hill. Oh, that'll wash you away. So we're all in, never fading, never selling our soul for taking. And we're buying, and we're lying to a world that has no end. 'Cause I say, if you go 1 and 2 and 2 and fro, and this is how we do the Mass City Shuffle. Lie, 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 oh. Well, I say you better make way. It's a long day now. We'll get paid. No pain, no gain. The same we do again. No, oh, look at you. You're 4 years down. Yeah, you're making moves. You better straighten that shirt and tie. Oh, it's starting to look a little crooked. Attention exiting passengers, mind the closing doors. Upon your arrival, be sure to keep your heads down, cell phones out and strides along. And don't be afraid to break a sweat in the Mass City. So we're all in, never fading, never selling our soul for taking. Never buying, and we're lying to a world that has no end. 'Cause I say, if you go 1 and 2 and 2 and fro, and this is how we do the Mass City Shuffle. Lie, 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 oh.
And our final song with Jim HERLIHY live on previously recorded, the Humble Jacks played on his homemade mandolin.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around the fire. No need to push, there is plenty of room. Welcome to tonight's main event. My name is George O'Sullivan, your humble orator, and tonight's tale about the tenacious pursuit for love and truth brings to light two young brothers, both named Jack after their late father who died in the Ludlow massacre. Well, the Humble Jacks, as they were known, for their soft words and unspoken tones. Big as a cottonwood tree, or they could crush a grown man with their bare hands, you see. But wouldn't dare lay a finger on another soul, out of fear their old daddy come down from the heavens and smack them around some. So they were obedient, and they listened to their mother when she said, go on the 6-day journey and fetch your sister's medicine. Well, the wind was howling on this 2nd day, my friends. Oh, like a screaming banshee set free from the den. Down the path they could see till tomorrow, a desolate abyss spread with certain sorrow. Upon lands not completely conquered by their kind, they happened upon a peaceful mind, who took them in and warmed their blood, and whispered words of his father's love, saying, have you ever seen the starlight down? Fields of tears that linger on. Have you ever heard the wolf out loud? Cries of love that get drowned out. Well, I have walked under clouds above. I carried water from the rivers out. I breathed the air that was granted us all in the name of integrity and love. Well, as the bird flies, these two giants pressed on, full of new life as the cock crowed at dawn. Peering off, they saw industrious farms, partitioned off and tilled to the bone. Well, the humble jacks, oh, they couldn't help but notice a certain sadness in the air that day. As silence fell upon the lunch bell, the souls of the departed, they sang, have you ever seen the starlight down? Fields of tears that linger on. Have you ever heard the wolf out loud? Cries of love that get drowned out. Well, I have walked under clouds above. I carried water from the rivers out. I breathed the air that was granted us all in the name of integrity and love. Well, folks, I'm happy to report that the humble jacks, they returned home 5 days later with medicine in hand, just in time for their sister's sake. What started off as a simple journey altered the way they saw their lives each and every day. My life and your life and everything that we do, all at the expense of another people. Lost in the pages of history, written by the winners. Well, that's how history goes, ain't it? So it's been a pleasure telling you the tale of the humble jack. So, truth be told, they grew up and they grew old, never forgetting what they learned on the trail that day, always instilling those lessons in their fellow man. So my name is George O'Sullivan, and as I take my leave of you tonight, I give you some advice. Always keep your eyes on the prize. Read between the lines. Those who do not understand history are doomed to repeat it. Respect your elders. Keep your heels down. And don't sit too close to the fire. You do all these things, and I guarantee you we will meet again for more stories to tell. But until then, good night.